Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we meet a tuner for mounts here in Germany. Let's come with me and enjoy the day. So this is where Chris has his workshop, and now we want to meet him. Chris, hi. Are you there?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Hi Thomas, come in.
So thanks for letting us in here in your holy area. Chris, which mounts do you have here in your workshop?
Too many mounts. How shall I begin? So, for the first, please excuse my bad English. It's not my native language. For the second, for the question, which mounts do I have? For the moment, a Celestron AVX, Celestron CGM, CGX, CGXL, and some more. Oh yes, here in the back of my little workshop. We call this thing in English. A Skywatcher EQ6-R Pro, ready for service. It's already partly serviced. I'm waiting for spare parts, which are barely available. Yeah, and what do I have under the desk? An old Weizen GP, very classic. Everyone knows it. What do I have else? Oh yeah, I'll show you an old Losmandy G11.
Wow, that's cool.
That's a nice mount.
I
Heavy.
think our American colleagues, they love it.
Yeah,
the
they
Losmandy
will love it.
G11. Wow, that's a famous mount.
It is.
Pretty cool.
It's working very good when it's optimized. That's a part. Most mounts do not work very well. But this is part of my job to make them work good.
Could you please tell us what this
This
is?
one?
Yeah.
No, it's not a Fornax. You can say Fornax copied the design. This is an old Alt mount. Eckhard Alt was about 1980s, 1990s builder of part of these mounts. There were some bigger models available. This is an old Alt 5. It's the smallest one. In this
So Chris, you have a couple of mounts here you just introduced to us. I'm pretty sure those mounts have problems, otherwise they wouldn't be here. So the thing is, if you have different mounts from different manufacturers here, they probably have different issues. Could you please explain us a little bit more where are the main issues of those mounts are?
I will give it a try. Most issues are found in the adjusting. For example, everyone knows this is a worm wheel, this is a worm. They form a worm gear. And if the worm is not perfectly adjusted in the middle of the worm wheel, then it runs not good enough. You have to adjust it. Second part is mostly very, very bad lubricant in the mounts. It's bad to say, but most mounts are not considered to run over a longer time. They should run 1 year, 2 years. Depends on how long the warranty lasts. And that's the point. They shouldn't run long enough. You have to buy a new one. That's what the manufacturers really want. Buying. And it's also part of my work to optimize mounts for a longer run. Not 1 or 2 years, but 10, 20 years.
Do you have mounts which you fixed, let's say, a couple of years ago, and the customers are still happy with those fixed issues?
Yes, indeed. It's rarely that they come back. Most mounts will have about a time period about 8 years, 8 to 10 years before they come back.
Oh, that's a long time. I mean, and in the meantime, they deliver good guiding, perfect guiding. Do you get any feedback from their side regarding this?
Yes, most customers are very happy with my work. But good guiding depends on many things. If you want perfect guiding, travel to the moon.
Yeah. So here we have an EQ6-R, right?
Right. You know this mount very well. You own one.
I do.
What can I say about this mount? This is partly disassembled. No, not disassembled. It's no, really, it's disassembled. That's right. It's already optimized. The optimization process contains disassembling, cleaning, adjusting, of course, of the gears. I'm using precision gears, no, not gears, bearings, precision bearings. The old ones are scrap. And and you will get better, newer belts.
Can you show us this a little bit more and show it in the camera? Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, looks not that different from the original one.
No, it's the same technical. But this is not from neoprene. This is poly. I don't know the English word. Polyurethane. They don't. Should I say that? Fizzle up. You can find small parts of the old ones, the black ones, in the case, which is not very good for guiding experiences.
So you tell us the black ones, the original ones, which are produced with that mount or working in that mount, they are getting destroyed over time?
Yes.
You said it's you disassembled the mount and you fixed already the parts, and now it's just waiting for reassembly, right?
Right.
So this mount is already fixed.
This mount is already fixed.
Okay.
You can see. Show me an original EQ6 who does this.
Okay. I'm impressed.
It's better for guiding.
I see.
Oh yeah. And the most important part of this optimization is new grease. I have my own mixture. Here we are. So this is my grease. Black. Dark as hell. Containing graphite. Don't know the English word again.
I think graphite.
Molybdenum disulfide. And yeah, that's my standard grease. And this won't disappoint you. It will last longer than the original. And it will grease better. Much better. You can see it in a guide.
I have seen
guaranteed.
That. I have seen that with my mount. You changed the lubricant, and that made a big difference for my guiding with the EQ6. The EQ6 is a very good mount, I think. I love it. Next to my SM70 from Ioptron, but as you said, you have to change certain parts. So Chris, what we see here is a Losmandy G11, which you got to fix the mount, I guess. It's not yours?
You guess right. Losmandy G11. Classic. Legendary. Works good. It's a very fine mount. Yeah, it's not China made. The only thing that annoys me a little is the usage of inch screws. Americans don't like to hear this, but we prefer metrical systems. But this mount is very interesting piece of hardware. Good manufactured. Works mostly flawless over years. So this mount has to be re-greased about every 8 years, because the original grease is starting to gumming up, it's getting sticky like honey, and then the mount will not work properly. Also the lubricant in the original gearboxes will get very honey-like, and then you have to do the optimization and re-greasing of this mount. After that, it will work better than new.
It looks like this is one of your famous mounts.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. It doesn't make too much work. You can disassemble it, clean it, re-grease it, adjust it, and you're finished.
Perfect. Oh, Chris, next two mounts I see here, two Celestron mounts. Tell us.
Two Celestron mounts, you're looking right. On the right side, Celestron CGXL. On the left side, Celestron CGX. For comparison, it's obviously the same mount, for a few exceptions. CGXL is bigger, L for large, has bigger worm wheels than the CGX. This one is from a CGX. The CGXL has some additional ports for auto guiding on the other side. The CGX does not. So the CGX is only able to weigh 25 kilos, CGXL 34. So, do you have any questions?
The CGXL is your own mount, right?
Oh yes, right. This is my own little monster. After optimization, it works very well. Very well. It's no comparison against the state before.
So what did you do?
I did too. Disassemble it, clean it, repair the issues. So the engineer who designed some parts of this mount, it's not worth to call engineer. Yes, it's bad. But I found all issues and can fix them all, once and for all. And after the optimization of this mount and modifying this mount, it works absolutely flawless. Better than new. And that's the point.
Cool. Can you tell us what you changed here? What you found out? What is going so really wrong?
I hope I can tell. Try to show you. So this is a complete drive from the CGX. CGXL and CGX have the same drives, same motors, same worm wheels, same worms, everything the same. This little belt pulley was one of the problems. They're not produced round, they're not running round, they're turning around like an egg. You can hear it when you turn the mount on and let it run on speed number 9. Then it sounds like wheel, 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 wheel. It's because this little pulley here is not spinning round. It's more like an egg. I can swap them, I have it. The next issue was, I have to show you, give me a second. I'm back. The belts, the belt itself. The original belts and pulleys are in this state. Yeah. As you can see, they're not parallel. After optimization, they are. That makes a difference, a big difference.
I can imagine. Yeah. So you fix that.
I fix it. And additionally, I'm putting bearings inside of the gearbox, because this design failure destroys the original bearing in this gearbox.
Huh. So when I use a CGX or CGXL, they have the same kind of mechanism, I guess?
It's the same. It's
It gets destroyed over time. Is that what you tell me?
Right. It's a fact.
So Chris, next mount is again a Celestron, what I see, and it's a CGM2. Probably a lot of people have it, but I think this one is unique, right?
It is. This special mount was a CGM2. It looks like a CGM2 with some differences. I modified the mount by using the declination axis of a CGM-DX. So this is not a normal CGM, but I still have the dual head of the CGM2. But the most important part, this CGM, is very unique. As far as I know, it's the first working CGM with a belt mod. I modified a complete belt drive into this mount.
And what happened to your guiding?
It was better than before. It's difficult to get it inside, but because you can't see anything. It's all original except for the belt.
And which belt parts did you use for that modification?
That's a secret.
So you will not tell us all of your secrets. Okay.
I won't.
No, I understand. That's fair enough. Fair enough. But the belt is on both axes or
Yes.
on one?
Both axes.
Both axes. Okay. Okay. Now I can imagine it runs much smoother with a belt drive than before.
Much better. Belt drives are very, very good for astronomical mounts. So most manufacturers switch over from the old cogwheels to belt drives because belt drives are working much more directly, don't have backlash, and it's the future. Should be standard in every mount.
I mean, when we are talking about technologies, there are new mounts at the moment in the market. I remember ZWO is introducing a new one, the AM5. What do you think about that mount?
Harmonic drive mounts will probably kill my service 10 or 20 years
From now.
from now. So I don't have to like it. They work good if you have an engineer who knows what he's doing. Most manufacturers are using very cheap drive harmonic gears. I've tried to design my own one, but problem is to get the right partner to build it. The next problem is there are so many cheap versions of these harmonic drives now on the way on the market. That won't probably be affordable by customers.
So what do you think that's the future? In 10-20 years, most of us will have harmonic drive mounts.
Sorry to say that, but harmonic drives are the future. In
Thank
30,
you, Chris.
40 years,
Yeah.
there won't exist any old mount.
I'm
It's
not
my
so
opinion.
sure.
It's my opinion.
I know a lot of Germans, for example, who are really sticking to their old Fornax mounts or whatever they use, and they still are very happy with them. But probably the majority will move to harmonic mounts in the future when it's affordable. That's always a question. I looked into the price ranges from a couple of harmonic mounts which are available on the market now, and they are 3 times, 4 times as pricey as my EQ6 is. And so at the moment I do not consider buying a harmonic drive, but I'm looking into that segment, definitely. And when it comes more affordable, then probably I will also move onwards. And yeah, let's see, time will tell, right?
Time will tell. But now, for now, it's not the time to buy a harmonic drive mount.
That's also clear.
Wait a few years.
I have to anyway. Chris, last question. What is your favorite mount?
My favorite mount is a mount that works and doesn't make me any trouble.
Okay, that's a very philosophical answer. But from those mounts which I see here, and you tell us you own a CGXL, what is your mount of choice? What would be your number one?
At the moment, my number one is my CGXL. Because of the heavy weight of my C9, my EQ6-R is limited to the weight.
Of course.
I like my EQ6. It's a very good mount. Works perfectly. But the C9 is much too heavy.
Okay, Chris, so many thanks for your time. I think that was a very interesting introduction into the world of mount tuning. I have to say I was really impressed seeing all these different mounts and seeing the knowledge which you have. And I mean, I can eyewitness you fixed my mounts and you fixed it perfectly. So thank you for your time, and yeah, clear skies.
You're welcome. Clear skies.